This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 1957 Airdrome Street, Los Angeles, California, 90035. Today is August 11th, 2021. We're performing a video waste and sewer line inspection through a 2-inch cast iron cleanout, waste line cleanout, located on the walkway on the right-hand side of the house, just outside the kitchen window. And this is our 2-inch cast iron waste line cleanout. That's our kitchen window. This heads towards the rear of the property, and this heads out towards the front of the property. And again, we went ahead and zeroed out our camera monitor here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to attempt to push through slowly and possibly push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. And again, it does appear that we are I'll pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and attempted to push through from this point, and unfortunately we're unable to get past 3 feet 1 inches on the camera monitor. And again, this is just due to the cast iron waste line and the fittings that are in the cast iron waste line fittings. It does appear that I'm running into a T, and unfortunately my camera's not going to make a sweep on the T. So we're just going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we attempted to tie a piece of string to the camera head in order to try to get the camera head to turn. But again, it is running into a T, which is making it very difficult to make the turn. So again, we're just going to pause our mic here. Okay, we went ahead and pulled our camera up and out of the hole, out of the 2-inch waste line clean out. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause here. We're going to switch cameras. I'm going to switch over to a micro camera and see if I can get my micro camera through there, and possibly, hopefully I can get past that point and get out at least towards the front of the property. So we're just going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we went ahead and switched over to our micro cam, and again, we are at our 2-inch cast iron waste line, and again, that is heading towards the rear of the property, and this is heading towards the front of the property here. And again, we went ahead and zeroed out right here, right at our opening, and we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And what we're going to do is we'll push out slowly, and hopefully we can make that turn here, because this is not it's kind of a it's very tight. Again, we're going to pull back. Yeah, we'll just push back in. So take a look here. I'm going to try one more thing. So I'm just going to pause my mic here for a moment. Okay, it does appear that we are able to get our mini cam in. And again, what we're going to do is we're just going to attempt to continue to push out. And we'll get out as far as we can. The mini cam and possibly locate an area where it does appear we're transitioning to vitreous clay. And as you can see, it does appear that we do have some heavy root intrusion. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment, and we're going to locate this area. And again, what we'll do is we'll locate this area, attempt to find a location in front of the house, which would be a good area to possibly put in a mainline sewer cleanout. And this line would possibly need to be hydrojetted and re-inspected. And so I'm going to pause here, and I'm going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area. And it is at 2 foot 9 inches deep, and this is just on the left hand side of the walkway as you approach the front door. Again, we did mark it with an orange flag to identify the area, and this area here would be possibly a good location for a mainline sewer clean out. What we're going to do is we're just going to attempt to push out a little bit further, see how far we can get with our micro cam, and then from there we can pull back and take a good look. But it does look to be pretty heavily root intruded. Okay, it does appear that we are getting stuck in this area here. As you can see, it does appear that we do have a fairly large offset in this area. So again, we're just going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area. It's just out in front of the house, in the parkway, next to the sidewalk and a large tree. And again, we did mark this area at approximately 6 foot 8 inches deep. So again, we're gonna pull back slowly. And again, as you can see, this area here, we're unable to get past this point due to that offset right there. Each time I push through with this micro cam, face of our camera gets caught up in that offset. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, we would recommend to possibly install a mainline sewer cleanout at the front of the house. You can see a little bit of that pink twine that's hanging there. That's what helped me get into the line. And again, the vitreous clay sewer line does have quite a bit of root intrusions in these joints, and would need to install a mainline sewer cleanout at the front of the house and re-inspect the sewer in order to get a clear view and a proper view of the sewer in order to get a good sewer inspection. And again, as you can see, this area here, we did mark this area in the grass, and what we're going to do is we're going to pull back just a little bit and try to get a little area that's possibly a little closer to the sidewalk. And what we'll do is we'll pause here in this area, and we'll mark this here. So we'll pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and marked this area at 2 foot 9 inches deep, just to the left of the sidewalk as you approach the front door in the plant area. And again, we did mark it with an orange flag. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and continue to pull back, and now we're transitioning back into our cast iron waistline. And as you can see, our cast iron waistline, we do have a lot of buildup and scaling in the cast iron waistline. But again, we do have a building inspector in the house as well, so there's some water running. Again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And we would recommend having that area at the front of the house re-excavated and bring a mainline clean out up to grade and re-inspect the mainline sewer all the way out to the city sewer tie-in. There was quite a bit of root intrusions as well. If that main line cleanout was installed, you can have the line hydrojetted and then have it re-inspected. That way you'll get a good view, be able to see all the joints clearly. So again, that will conclude our video waste and sewer line inspection.